World Cup. Yes, it's regarding Pakistan. Now remember, there has been a lot of upheaval in the Pakistan team and in the Pakistan administration after their disastrous Asia Cup exit in 2023. So, in the press conference that was held by the PCB and by the chief selector Inzamam ul Haq, they have announced an updated World Cup squad, and as confirmed, Nasim Shah has been ruled out. Yes, Nasim Shah has ruled out of the World Cup altogether because of the shoulder injury that he sustained in the Asia Cup. That shoulder injury means he's not only out of the World Cup, he's out of even Pakistan's tour to Australia, and also he is also not in doubt. He's in doubt for the PSL also that will happen in 2024. So this is the current squad that has been announced by the Inzamam ul Haq and the Pakistan chief selector for this World Cup. So most of the squad remains the same with two major changes. Fahim Ashraf is out. Fahim Ashraf, who was touted as one of the all-rounders in the Asia Cup side, he has been ruled out, and Usama Mir comes in his place. And in place of, you may say, Nasim Shah, it is Hasan Ali who makes a comeback. Hasan Ali, remember, he started his international career well. He was really good in the start of his career from 2016 onwards all the way until 2018-19. He was really, really good, but a series of injuries, loss of form, loss of pace meant that he lost his place in the Pakistan team. So this is the updated Pakistan squad for the World Cup. It is Fakhar Zaman, Imamul Haq, Abdullah Shafiq, Babar Azam, Mohammad Rizwan, Saud Shakil, Iftikhar Ahmed, Agha Salman, Mohammad Nawaz, Shadab Khan, Usama Mir, Shaheen Shah Afridi, Haris Rauf, Mohammad Wasim Jr., Hasan Ali. So two major changes that were there in the Asia Cup, and now this has impacted even Pakistan. Usama Mir has replaced Fahim Ashraf, and Hasan Ali has replaced Shadab Khan. So that is the current Asia Cup squad, the World Cup squad that has been updated for Pakistan. Remember, this World Cup squad had to undergo some modifications because of the injury that Nasim Shah suffered. Remember, Nasim Shah walked off without completing his spell in the game against India. He was not picked for the game, for the remainder of the games. He was not picked against Sri Lanka. But then came the news that Nasim Shah had a shoulder injury. And that is the reason why he's not just missing the World Cup, he's possibly out for the entire year. That means he's not even there for Pakistan's tour to Australia even. Inzamam ul Haq has been explaining the reasons behind the reasons, has been explaining the reasons why they had to make such changes. He also explained why some of the players had to be given long ropes, and that is why this is the updated squad. Most of the squad remains the same except for two changes. Nasim Shah out, Hasan Ali in, Usama Mir in, this guy, Fahim Ashraf. Fahim Ashraf is out. So leg spinner in place of a fast bowling all-rounder. That is the current situation that we have. So Pakistan have made some changes for their World Cup squad. And remember, this World Cup squad is most likely the last squad that is going to be announced, because after 27-28 there's still time to make some changes, but after that you will need the permission of the ICC technical committee. None of the batters though have been dropped, so most of the batsmen, despite struggling for inconsistency and form, they have been retained. Fakhar Zaman in particular, he has been retained despite a lean run for the past couple of months. Imamul Haq, strike rate issues is there. Babar Azam, Mohammad Rizwan, they anyway had to be there in that situation. Iftikhar Ahmed, Saud Shakil, this is the team at this point. Remember, Saud Shakil could not play because he got fever, and that is why Abdullah Shafiq has gotten a big chance now. So Abdullah Shafiq is in, and so is Saud Shakil. But yeah, a lot of people are explaining why Abrar Ahmed was not brought in. Remember, Abrar Ahmed made a great start in red ball cricket, and that's why he was kind of one of the stars in Pakistan's series in England and also in Sri Lanka at this point. But I think Abrar Ahmed has been more useful in red ball cricket rather than white ball cricket. Too risky to try anything else. And remember, Usama Mir has played a couple of games prior to the Asia Cup as well. He was in Pakistan's setup and he didn't get a game in the Asia Cup even. So Usama Mir is one of the guys that we'll have to look at, possibly as a replacement or a backup to Shadab Khan even. Remember, Shadab has been struggling for form, and maybe a leg spinner as a backup to Shadab Khan, maybe that is the way to go about it. You don't want to play two leg spinners. Shadab is your lone leg spinner, and then you got Mohammad Nawaz as your left arm spinner. So that is the way. If you look at the fast bowling line of Shaheen Shah Afridi, Haris Rauf, Mohammad Wasim Jr., they are deadly in that sense. Although there is no place for Zaman Khan, though. Remember, Zaman Khan was touted as one of the replacements. He bowled very well in the game against Sri Lanka, but unfortunately just could not get it. So that is why Zaman Khan has not been picked. It was anyway too risky. He was making his debut that day, and to immediately fast track him for the World Cup would have been way too risky at this point in time. So Zaman Khan doesn't make it. Fahim Ashraf is out, and so is Nasim Shah. Nasim Shah because of injury. Fahim Ashraf primarily due to team composition and form, and that is why this is the updated squad. Not many changes in the batting, only changes in the bowling. So yeah, Akash Bardar is saying I think Abrar should have been in place of Usama. No. He's not had that much of exposure to white ball cricket, Akash. Usama, I think he's been there in the periphery, and that's why it's great at this point. Looks like they have not done anything from their performance in the Asia Cup. Same old personnel. Can argue for that. Can argue, but I don't think that is the situation at this point. So, that is the situation. Pakistan are they have announced their updated World Cup squad. And that is how we are going to look at it. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be joining you for the India versus Australia third ODI very shortly. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis. Thank you.